you guys get to move again. Do it.
Hey, Lucretia?
Hmm?
Rope-a-dope?
Yep. Rope-a-dope. So I guess get into Fang-Lake's position.
Okay. So you're basically getting ready to do the team combo stuff.
Yep,
Go for it. You can do it. I'm within reach. Do it.
Alright, so I am going to make an attack on this guy.
Since currently he is a little stunned, you get advantage.
Alright. So does 19 hit?
Yes, because he loses his AC bonuses.
Alright, and I use my bonus action since I hit using Shield Mastery. I'm going to knock him backwards 5 feet.
Okay, cool.
And
what
because
about
he
you,
gets
Horatius?
knocked back 5 feet in her turn, I get an opportunity attack leaving my zone.
Nope.
And then for my next one, I'm just gonna take a single step forward, so I'm now back to back her again.
Oh no, wait, you get advantage, so that's 15. You actually hit
How's
him.
it? Sick. Yeah, so she knocks him out, I stab him as he stumbles out of the zone, then take a step back to follow up, to put him back in, and stab, stab, stab.
Oh, that's a crit, nice. Right, all of those actually hit. You managed to land a few good blows and turn the thing into minced meat. It doesn't even get a chance to scream since it's stunned. You lop off his head and his body into a couple of pieces.
Thanks, Sebastian.
I'll just look around and gesture for Lucretia to form a blockage at the back, so we can pin him in between us.
Alright.
As you thank Sebastian, you hear him go, of course. Who do you take me for? The next moment, the other creatures begin jumping in, but I'm assuming they're met with a huge-ass shield in the way.
Yes.
Right, your AC is 21?
Mm-hmm.
And you're in a defensive formation with Horatius keeping the guard.
As they jump in, I get opportunity attacks.
Do it.
So every single one of them that enters the zone, I just get a free attack on him.
Do it.
Which is, I assume, reasonably maybe 5 at max.
Just make one and we'll say it counts for everything.
Okay. Well, there you are.
Perfect. So you get some good hits in, and as they're trying to crush through the shield and you're keeping them in check, from behind a few bottles of alchemy ingredients fly in, causing some kind of watery effect. The creatures get bathed, and Zap Zap guy finishes them off with lightning. The water conducts the lightning very well, as you can imagine, and the creatures are also soon burned to singes. And along with that, the mist gets removed as well. It slowly gets dispersed. You're standing in a hall with a lot of corpses and no more enemies.
Okay, move on. They clearly know where we are, so we have to keep the element of surprise.
Alright, I'm gonna continue moving forward towards the head. And no, I am not going to make any attempt to heal myself.
Oh my god, you're literally the crusader from Darkest Dungeon, aren't you?
Yes. But no, I just don't want to heal myself because it stings.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to do it either. He's like, no, I want to suffer. Ugh.
No, not that. I'm not a fucking masochist.
In the meantime, Iris, are you back?
Yeah.
Nice. You guys are still locked in combat. The barrack has been dispersed. You hear that more alarms are blaring. It seems that another part of the facility got assaulted. So it seems like the other team's doing work too.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, Iris, it's your move.
Well... There's over blue ones next to me, so I'll try attacking again.
Go for it. That hits. That definitely hits. That does not hit.
There we go.
Nice. Okay, Alyssia, you're up. Oh wait, the blues are done actually, so you were hitting the other one. So it doesn't matter, they have pretty much the same stats. They just different attacks.
Check. Right. One of these fucks is currently right in my face, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so keeping the bow out, bad idea. I'm going to dematerialize the bow, draw my swords. And then we are also getting into Speedy Gonzalez mode by advantage onto my legs.
Go for it.
And then I'm... Wait, no one has a penalty for going into my face, right? Or for shooting
Come on,
into
Sibby,
melee,
just
I think.
no, do your thing. Sibby?
Yeah, I'm contemplating what to do.
Seriously?
Beyond that, yes. I would like. I mean, I would.
You had so much time. Why are you not ready?
Because I don't know, like other people were doing other stuff. Also, like I literally have nothing to do on this, but I hit him with my sword. So no, I'm just gonna disengage.
Okay. In that case, since most of them are pretty wounded already, and Iris landed a few good blows, Amelia and Tina are gonna sweep in and give her some support, so she can finish off the remaining guys, thanks to you pretty much single-handedly destroying the blue guys.
Fair enough.
Just how she likes it, finishing off the remaining guys.
What?
Right. As Iris, Alyssia, and the rest of their team managed to sweep up the attackers, they they finally get a breather. Yeah, you still hear sounds from around the corridors. You're not sure. They sound like they're not too close, but there's definitely more of these strange creatures roaming around the place. You're just not sure exactly where. Right, so Team 1, Iris and Alyssia, what are you guys going to do?
We don't have a healer in our team, do we?
We have Wilbot.
Yeah, but like we don't have anyone that can actually cast healing spells.
No, I don't think so.
Teresa actually suggests, might I suggest we find some terminals or something that is connected to the mainframe of this facility. I might be able to find a map or find a way to manipulate the security systems.
Terminal? Oh, you mean like those things? Yeah, okay. Let's go find one of those.
That sounds like an excellent suggestion. Our character Alyssia has no fucking idea what she's talking about.
You mean it's like things that were on the person's
Out of
desk?
character. In character, she acts like she knows exactly what she's talking about.
Ah, okay.
What about for Team 2 with Horatius and Lucretia on point?
We're just going to be sweeping and clearing through this mansion. The only thing we're interested in is either that mage or if we find the girl. Anything
Gotcha.
else, I'm going to be ushering the team not to waste time on.
You would actually stumble onto something because Sebastian's gonna point it out. I sent something from that room, we need to check it out.
Okay, Lucretia?
He's
Do
not
the
here.
honours. I assume just telling her to get onto the front of the door and then door kick squad.
As you go in, you notice that the room is a little bit different. It actually doesn't have any of the steel and metal plates that the other rooms and corridors has. It's, shall we say, a bit more natural. There's a lot of dirt, wood, and other materials, also plants.
I don't
In
like
the circle
it. This
in the
feels like
middle,
a normal room.
yeah. In the middle, you see a magical circle that is flickering and fading, and inside the circle you see the body of a dead person that has been feeding the circle for quite a while, but now that the bubble has burst, the circle is slowly disintegrating and disappearing.
Sebastian, overload it.
Sorry, what did you say?
Overload it.
Looks like there's not going to be a need for that. Since the barrier is already broken, it's not in effect. Looks like we were all wrong in our assumptions. The mage that set up this barrier and, well, made it work. Remember when we said that one of the ways is to have barriers, not barriers, batteries set up to basically supply the barrier with energy. Another more, shall we say, crude way is to simply kill the mage and, well, use him as a battery. Looks like we won't have to worry about any mages in here. I'm assuming there's probably a few more circles around here with corpses.
Well, that begs
So I
the
guess
question
that
of
solves-
who's actually doing this.
I guess this solves one of the issues. We won't have to worry about a powerful mage. Well, something tells me that girl, Charlotte, is gonna be extremely disappointed that she's not gonna get anything out of this.
Now, who cares about her? Keep your eyes out for whoever's actually behind this. You need to get going.
Somebody's making a lot of
Aggressive
echo.
echo, Esper.
Whoops. Is anybody else besides me been injured during the fight?
I took like 6 temp HP damage. So, no.
Has anybody taken actual damage? Any of the NPCs?
You were in front, so you were the only ones that were dealing with the monsters face to face.
Alright, then there's no need for healing. Because I'm not healing myself, I'll deal with that later. If I heal myself, that reminds me that it's stinging, and that brings in the bad thoughts. That brings in the heresy thoughts. Shaylin knows what she's doing. All is fine.
But yeah, especially that's basically what I tell him.
Can you repeat that because you were echoing and that really threw me off?
The gist of it was basically him to keep his eye out, because I'm on the lookout for whoever is actually behind this then, if it isn't a mage. Someone kidnapped her and someone put her here for a reason.
Sebastian pipes up. Should I try to contact the others and see how things are going on their end?
Do it if you can on the move. Carol, cover him if he needs it. And then I'm going to gesture Lucretia to keep on going and the team to keep moving.
Speaking of keeping a lookout, maybe you should let me take a better look at your sister. She doesn't seem to be doing so well.
He's fine. Do your job.
She narrows
Wow.
her eyes at you and doesn't say anything.
I'm fine.
Do your
I
job.
see. Some blood is spilling from my mouth. But you can't see it because I'm wearing a helmet.
Sophisticated
Carol,
humor there,
who
Amanda.
clearly sees that you are not okay, because it's visible that you're not okay, even if she can't see you inside your armor, she literally noticed you getting crushed alive. So as Horatius does that and quote-unquote ignores the issue, she just mumbles to herself, idiot, towards Horatius.
I'm fine, Carol. All will be well.
In the meantime, Teresa has been doing some work on some of the nearby terminals and says, it seems that the part of the complex that we have infiltrated and the one that the others have infiltrated are now in complete lockdown. They have been infested with these weird creatures that we have encountered earlier. It would be best if we try to avoid them. I have limited access of the security system in these sectors. I think I can find us a more, shall we say, peaceful route towards the center of the facility. There are also some blind spots in the facility systems. Probably some kind of maintenance tunnel or something like that. We should probably regroup and rest up.
Maintenance tunnel with blind spots, you say?
Yes, that is correct.
Can you point me to them?
If you follow those ventilation shafts, they should lead right through it.
Excellent.
Miss Iris, what would you have us do?
Well, there's only one thing we can do. We're gonna have to push on, hope we can meet up with the other team.
Very well. In this point, by the way, at this point, behind you, Charlotte pipes up. Looks like the others made quite the entrance themselves. From what I gather, they faced some of the monsters we have. Should I relay some information to them, see if we can't meet up somewhere down the line?
Yeah, tell them to look out for any robotic-based traps. I have a feeling the room that we were in flooded isn't the only one in this facility.
Suddenly, she hears something, and you see that Karos's expression goes incredibly sour.
What's
Do you
wrong?
question it? Sounds like I'm not getting paid. She looks very disgruntled.
What do you mean? What's wrong?
Never mind. She just stomps off angrily.
Oh well.
Actually, as she does
Tina
that,
just shrugs. Mages, am I right?
actually, can Alyssia catch Charlotte's attention?
Sure.
Excuse me, that thing you do to communicate with one another. Can you communicate with me in the same way?
Well, you're not a mage, so it's gonna be much more difficult, but it is possible, yes.
Good. In that case, I shall split away from you.
Up to you, if you wanna get yourself killed.
Ah, no, I'm going to find an alternative way. Perhaps I will
Sure.
find some information out, or perhaps I will be able to sneak around these things while they are busy elsewhere.
I mean, it's
Possibly.
not like I can stop you. If you wanna do it, then go ahead.
I just meant that if I find something, it might be good if I can relay that information to you.
Well, since you're not a mage, only I can start the magic required for us to communicate, so it's gonna be a one-way thing.
Well, that seems highly impractical.
If you're not a mage, I guess.
Well, not much we can do about that.
Right. So, you guys get some, Team 2 gets some information from Team 1 about how Tressa is going to start manipulating some of the security systems, so you guys can meet up further down the hallways. As long as you listen to her, you should be able to avoid most of the problems that are roaming around. Would you like to follow her advice?
If she's got an idea of where the map is, can I suggest? I assume she's talking to someone else, one of our mages. Can I
Yep.
suggest if she knows her way around, perhaps sending us to like an alternate location that might have whatever it is that's running this place? I mean, our
That
teams are
seems
strong
to
enough
be
to
in
stand up to things.
From what you can get from these terminals, there is a top secret facility further down below, and there seems to be only one access point. So either way, you're going to have to end up at the same spot. It's just a matter of how you get there.
Okay, fair enough. I wasn't sure if this was like there are this many possible locations it could be in, and I thought, oh, it's easier for us to check as a group than it is.
It seems like there's one spot that's more highly defended, so that's probably where your target is going to be.
Okay, in which case, yeah, tell her that we'll be heading down there as quick as we can, and tell her to suggest to Iris maybe calling in Henry.
Along the way, you're
Now that the
gonna
barrier's down.
meet up. Along the way, you're gonna meet up with some small pockets of monsters, but it's not like the first ambushes. And thanks to Teresa's help and her limited control of the security system, you managed to mostly take care of them without any more problems arising. However, as you're battling your way through everything that's down there, I'm gonna give you a little choice. Either it's gonna take you more time, or you're going to suffer a level of exhaustion. So I need you to make that decision. And by more time, I mean that another hour is going to pass as you're making your way through the
I'll
facility.
take the exhaustion.
Okay, so
Yeah, I'll
by
take
the way,
the
this is a group
exhaustion as
decision,
well.
so not separately.
Yeah, I'll take the exhaustion as well.
What about Alyssia and Iris? Are you okay with taking the exhaustion, or do you want to be slower?
No,
Well-
exhaustion's fine for me.
You mentioned
Cool.
a like ventilation shaft or something.
Yeah.
Where is that located?
What do you mean? I mean,
Well,
they were in the room. You can enter the ventilation shafts from there. This facility has a lot of ventilation shafts.
Yeah, in that case, Alyssia is going to split off and use them to like get to the maintenance. Because I'm assuming the maintenance tunnel leads to the same location, yeah.
It will eventually lead up there, yes.
Yeah, she will take that route instead.
Okay, however, you will remain undetected because there are blind spots there.
Yeah, that's the general idea. Basically, to have like her come from somewhere like unexpected, whereas with the others are making a lot of noise, fighting their way there.
Right. So after you all find your way deeper into the facility in your own different paths, Teresa starts shutting down some facility doors behind you, and it seems like you have a small window to breathe and relax. She seems to be working on getting access further into the facility, but it's going to take her some time, so you have time to catch your breath right now. And as you are catching your breath, since you're deeper in the facility, there are more things to be spotted here. While on the upper floors of the facility, there were, well, shall we say, more organic types of subjects. Here, things seem to be more synthetic. You see a lot of machines and prototypes for different humanoid machines that have been experimented, built, and researched. Different models of machines. And some that also seem to dabble into the creation of what seems to be an exoskeleton and improved skeleton bone structure, probably related to genetics. As you can imagine, some of the party members are completely disgusted and not feeling well about this, particularly the mages, because this is something that they're not okay with.
What is all this?
Carol, who is the alchemist representative, actually says, it seems to be some kind of advanced testing facility. Maybe this is where the advanced robotics came from. I mean, Grendel is famous for them. However, this does seem a bit too strange. These models are fundamentally differently built from the ones in the city itself. They seem a lot more advanced.
This isn't good.
Luckily for us, none of them seem to be completed.
Well, maybe they're in the testing phase.
This is amazing. I had no idea that something like this would be in Grendel. I mean, sure, they have made great discoveries in the last 20 years. They've went leaps and bounds above what we thought was possible in our lifetime. But this is just... It makes me wonder. Who's supplying all this? Who's helping? There's no way the people of Grendel have enough pull to, well, not only discover but research all this. I wonder if they have some ties with, well, benefactors. She's implying that maybe some demons are involved in this.
Who knows? But
You
right
realize
now,
that You realize that I can't keep quiet about this, right?
What, advanced technology?
Of course, I have to make a full report of all of this once we get out of here.
Be destroyed.
Either way, I don't feel like leaving this place intact given what we've seen. Or what you'd like, she says as she starts heading deeper. This is definitely not connected with the city anyway.
Ashura, who's been at your side, Iris on your hip, to be more precise in short form, says, Iris, are you alright? You sound a little, well, troubled.
Nothing. I've just not been feeling well.
Okay then. I mean, we have some time if you want to get something off your chest.
I don't think now's the time, sure.
Okay. By the
Thanks.
way, Lucy doesn't seem to be doing so good. She seems to have taken quite a few bumps. For some reason, she's refusing help.
I'm sure she's fine. She may be saving her healing spells for others. She's not that beat up, is she?
I don't know. I can't tell with her armor on, but that can't be right. I mean, look at it, it's bent.
I peer back. Maybe. Lucretia,
Yeah.
have you gotten your armor buffed out, or
Yes, my
You
armor
okay?
is fine.
what about yourself?
I'm fine as well.
Sure?
Yes, I'm perfectly fine.
She's just staring towards her.
Lucretia is just kind of looking back.
Did you heal yourself after that battle?
I don't need it.
I want you at top condition.
I'm fine. I can fight just fine.
She's gotta turn back and continue.
You hear a light buzzing sound as the voice intercom system comes online again. What? You're still alive? What are you doing? Trying to get access to the main facility? The nerve. How are you still alive? Those monsters should have ripped you to pieces.
They didn't. You're next.
Such arrogance. I worked so hard for so many years, not gonna let a bunch of nobodies come in here and ruin everything for me.
Don't worry, you'll find out who we are soon enough. Be right there.
The intercom shuts down, clearly the man frustrated and angry.
Once the intercom shut down and before we move fully on, I'll just turn to Iris and go, you know, the magic barrier is down, which means he doesn't know what's coming in and what's coming out. I bet he'd be real surprised if Anri just showed up.
That's true. Right, let's get the thing out. She pulls out the little orb and tries to contact Henry.
Contact or summon her?
Well, first contact to see if I don't summon her in a nude. Just want to make sure she's ready before I summon her.
Yes, Iris, what is it?
We're inside the facility.
Good. What did you find in there?
Well, the barrier's down. We found out that it doesn't turn out like there's an actual mage here. More like they were using bodies to generate it.
Oh, that's a devilishly cute way to do it.
Yeah, there's also strange monsters and technology here as well.
Wow, it is Grendel. How strange are we talking?
Far more strange than what we've seen in the city. According
You
to the
said
people.
monsters. Are they demons?
No, Not exactly. Not from what we've seen. She's gonna look towards Amelia and assure it's like they're not demons,
They
right?
shake their heads. They've never seen anything like it, and they definitely do not have souls.
No, they're just soulless monsters.
That's interesting. Genetics like this, wouldn't that be more befitting of mages, alchemists? Why in Grendel?
No clue. Technology here is also far more advanced than I was expecting. Or anybody was expecting in the group, actually.
Well then. Like you found something interesting. Ain't that nice? So, do you need any help?
I want to be able to crush this facility as soon as possible, so a little help wouldn't go too far.
What do you want me to do?
Well, essentially, I may need you here to, how do you say, sort out anything of magnitude. In other words, I may want to crush this facility in dust.
Very well then. Do you want me to come now, or do you want me to wait until you guys are done with your business in there?
Well, do you fancy fighting?
Well, not really. I don't want to get my dress so wrinkled.
Fair enough. Just make sure you're ready. We'll probably contact you pretty soon. We've got
I
enough
will.
firepower so far.
By the way, as this is happening, you see that she's already sitting down to focus her power.
She nods and puts away the orb. Anri's ready whenever we can call her. She'll jump in as soon as we need her.
Good. Right, let's proceed. Lucy, lead the way.
I just nod and ready my shield and take up the front.
With a loud beep, you hear the sound of metal creaking, and soon the security doors leading forward begin to open up, leading down and further into the facility. Teresa stands away from the keyboard and says, I cannot get any more access from this point on. The security works differently further below. I'm gonna need access to the mainframe directly in order to, well, use any of its functions, which I'm assuming is not going to be possible. So then, I don't think I will be very useful from this point on, so I'll just stand in the back if that's alright with you.
That's fine, Teresa. Thanks for your help so far.
As Teresa steps aside, you guys get ready to move in further down into the facility. And with that, you disappear into the darkness below.
It's a fucking dragon!
More like an ancient wyvern.
Fuck!